Could I just say this is the best job ever? Working alongside my colleagues at the State Department has really been a personal dream for me, and it's been incredible. Having Secretary Pompeo come in, I can tell you, and having traveled with him on every trip except this last one, and it's been a lot, we've been to a lot of places together, his favorite thing about visiting any of these sites, whether it's South Korea, Japan, Mexico, Brussels, you name it, is sitting down and meeting the family members. That is the highlight of his trip. He enjoys it, he has fun, he loves meeting the kids and taking their questions too. And by the way, I see a mom back here with her 3 little boys. How are you getting your boys to sit so nicely in here? Oh, their mom's getting an award. Do you want to have your boys come on up? Yeah. Come on, guys. I mean, you had to put on a tie and everything. We might as well have a little fun. As the secretary would say, without the support of family members, you and your spouses would not be able to do your jobs. My own family is at home in New York. My husband has had to really step up to the plate and help with our kids each and every day. I cannot imagine how tough it must be for some of your families to go to unaccompanied posts. Aren't they cute? How do you do that? Well, we'll have to get some of your tips. Boys, what are your names?
I'm Noah.
Noah, how old are you?
I'm Leo.
Leo? No. Connor, nice to meet you all. How old are you? 6, 9, and 12. I have a shy one too. Boys, congratulations to your mom. She's done some great work. And without the work of her and your dad and everybody else here, we'd not be able to do these jobs. So thank you. Thanks for coming in and putting on ties. You look great. And you can stay if you want. Yes, exactly. We hope so. Well, thank you to the Associates of the Foreign Service Worldwide and the Family Liaison Office for organizing the ceremony to recognize the important achievements of our State Department community overseas. On behalf of the Secretary, I'd like to recognize the exceptional service of 7 award winners today. 6 of you are here. Thank you for flying back from your posts overseas to be able to join us today. I hope you just soak it all in and know how appreciative the Secretary and the entire State Department is for what you do. As many of you know here, I've spent a lot of my time communicating with the American public and global audiences previously as a reporter. What I have observed time and time again are the values that we as Americans hold near and dear to our hearts, and that is volunteerism and also family. The awardees here today, Abigail Hankin-Wee, Nicola Hill, Matt Ellsworth, and Jessica McInerney, all receiving the Secretary of State Award for Outstanding Volunteerism Abroad. Laura Sheehan is receiving the Champions of Career Enhancement EFM Award, and Patricia Linderman receiving the Tragan Award, and Catherine Pierce receiving the Dorman Award. Each of those awards embody the values and set an example for all of us to follow. Volunteerism has been a defining characteristic of Americans since before our country was founded, when our settlers banded together about this time of year and helped one another out for the first Thanksgiving. We continue this day to help families who are less fortunate than ours, to build homes for other people, our veterans, for example, and fight diseases, as so many of our colleagues work around the world to do that. The room we are gathered in today, it's so beautiful, isn't it? The Benjamin Franklin Room. A great statesman who was not only the father of the American Foreign Service, but was also one of our country's early volunteers. He set up, boys, you want to hear what Benjamin Franklin set up? The very first volunteer firefighting service. So that guy right over there set that up many, many years ago. American children are taught the value of volunteering by their parents each and every day. My kids, it's always difficult to get them to do that, but we try to set an example. Many families this time of year will be donating their time and resources to help others. Foreign students, professionals who come to the United States on exchange programs are often surprised and inspired by the culture of volunteerism in America. Our awardees today have taken this important value and they've exported it to their assignments abroad. Family is another important value that we hold near and dear. The work of today's awardees have completed to assist in addressing concerns of families. Those concerns range from advocating for fair employment practices and coaching EFMs to grow professionally, to helping to organize events on critical topics such as raising third culture children, dealing with grief and separation, and building resilience. Your efforts make our Foreign Service families stronger, which in turn strengthens our government's ability to successfully conduct our foreign affairs. As Secretary Pompeo often says, you don't get a paycheck, but your work is just as important as the work that the Foreign Service officers do. Regardless whether family members are employees or family members, our awardees today remind us that despite the constant moving overseas and back and forth every few years that's a part of Foreign Service life, each move offers new opportunities to give back and having a lasting impact on people all over the globe. Secretary Pompeo acknowledged this when he started his tenure here at the State Department. In fact, one of his first actions was lifting the hiring freeze on EFMs. Isn't that great? We were so proud of that. And he said to me, this is a no-brainer. So grateful to him for making that decision. Abigail, Nicola, Matt, Jessica, Laura, Patricia, and Catherine, your efforts to reach out to the community, whether it be the international community in Mozambique, Mexico, China, Cyprus, to name a few where they're serving right now, the Foreign Service community that you reach through blogs on overseas life, championing EFM employment, and advocating for Foreign Service families, you have made the State Department a better place, and you have acted as true diplomats, showing a positive image of our country and the world. And we cannot thank you enough for the work that you do. So it's an honor to be here with you today, and I just hope you have a wonderful time back here in Washington, D.C. Thank you.